What's up guys, Kyle here, and I'm super excited. In-depth strength conditioning training breakdown. My first time really doing a video like this, more of a laid back, walking through what I'm doing, relaying to you guys so that way you can apply it to yourself. Virtual training, if you will. The more I do this, the better they're gonna get. Prefer me to do this in the actual gym, I can, but if that's what you prefer, I will do it. Just for you guys, take as your own. Think of it as a virtual training session. Really for people, all fitness levels. Whether you've never lifted a weight before, you're in the gym all the time, this is meant for you to maximize your results in maybe a different way than you're not used to. I've been training for 10 plus years. It helps that I'm a certified personal trainer. At the end of the day, I just love fitness. And I know a lot of people struggle with a lot of different types of things. Just very consistent. Wanted to bring this video to help you guys. I have 10 exercises for this video. I'm gonna be breaking down 4 different weights, use, how and when, controlled breathing techniques to increase stamina, tempo and speed, hydration, supplements, and much more. Each of these exercises, 3 different sets, 8 reps. Fully maximize your strength, stamina, and your size. We're starting with lat pull downs. Off the bat, if you're doing any exercise, you wanna be doing challenging weight. Doing something where it's just, you can fling it across the room, you need to increase the weight. We're gonna start with this. And that's exactly what I do. First thing, I adjust the weight because it's a weak weight. I know I can do more. So I increase the weight. My tempo, it's a very steady tempo, as you can see. I'm not necessarily counting, don't get me wrong. But you can just tell I'm going all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down. The emphasis is really in the back right here. This is more of a straightforward angle, if you will. I do have a slight back angle to my back. You want to try to keep your back as straight as possible for this exercise because you can injure yourself. But more so, if it's a results driven. Fitness is results driven. So if you are looking to maximize your back, you want to make sure. Like with this, you can see that I'm swaying a little bit back, and that's okay. And I mean, obviously, like the heavier the weight that you're doing, you're gonna probably use a little bit more momentum. That's perfectly okay. But the point is to really just be in control. So again, I adjusted the weight, I'm in control, I'm breathing fine. My breathing is in control, and I'm squeezing to come down, full extension up, squeeze to come down. And you don't necessarily want to go like completely all the way down. You could go as far down as say here, but you can kind of just get your own vibe feel to it, if you will. We have tricep cable push downs. The important thing that a lot of people make the mistake of is that they don't keep their arm like straight or locked in, and that's what I'm doing right here. Notice how the arm doesn't really sway, it just stays locked in. So the elbow itself is just staying in one general vicinity. It's not really going crazy. Important element that a lot of people don't really think about, where you're adjusting this top part, right? And the reason I say that is because if you lower this, it affects the muscle. If you raise this too high, again, it affects the muscle. What I mean by that is it affects the different areas of your arms. Basically what I do, quite parallel to my forehead. This angle is a much better of the lock with the elbow. Don't want to have your body swaying, you want to stay in control. I'm definitely squeezing, especially when I'm coming down right here. Oop, like a little bit right before here. I have to have that extra squeeze to get that push on the tricep specifically. You can see this little bump right here. That is the tricep muscle engaging. So the more I go down, you can watch it actually move and grow slightly. Cable lat row pull down, if you will. I decided to use 2 cables. This is really maximizing power and strength. You can see when I come up, everything is working together in the back to make sure that this heavy weight that I'm using can come down. And you're squeezing, and when you're squeezing, all of that blood flow goes directly to the back. If you're someone that consistently trains, I guarantee you do more than 140 pounds of this. Why? 140 pounds or less, pretty easy. 140 pounds, your starting point or challenging point. This is coming from someone doing this for 10 plus years, so I am a little biased, but if you're just starting out, maybe you don't start off with 140. Maybe you start off with 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, or even maybe 40 pounds. down. The entire point, all of these exercises is to one, do them, and to do them. That's why you're watching this. The confidence to do them accurately, correctly, and you get results. When you don't, you stop and you don't go to the gym. Try to keep your head as straight as possible. Kept my head down a little bit. Not gonna affect anything. Another thing that I've seen people do that can affect your results with this, the way and angle that your elbows come down. For some people, they'll go out wide. Some people go completely like in, and then you can have like an in-between. For me, this is a close grip. So this is meant to have your elbows come down together. It's not necessarily coming out wide. If it was wide, you would just be doing a regular lat pull down. But because this is close grip, you really want to focus more on just having your elbows come down. Because if your elbows come down just straight too, the tempo of it can be relatively fast, which is what you're doing. You don't want to be sitting there going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing's being done right there. You want to have, yeah, I'm making the sound effects too. You want to have a good rhythm, a good tempo, flow state. Isolated at pull down, you're obviously focusing on one side compared to the other. So with this, we're working on the right arm, right side of the back. Clip you'll see after this is the left side. When I'm coming down, I want to squeeze. You can really see that I'm squeezing right here, because when you squeeze, all the blood flow is going to the right side of the back. It's going to the tricep. It's also even going a little bit to the chest and bicep as well. But you want to come up, fully extend, and then come back. And it's not necessarily like starting a lawnmower where you want to fling it all the way back, but you definitely want to come down so that way it's like right here, right? You basically want to have it be in that locked position, and you'll know what that locked position is because you'll feel it, right? So continuing with this, I'm all the way up. Actually, I go down. All the way up, down. All the way up, down. And now I'll admit, I should definitely stay a little bit longer at the top, probably an extra 2 seconds. So probably increase this weight by maybe 10 to 20 pounds, because you can see that I'm clearly doing this at a little bit faster rate than I probably should be. It's not the end of the world, but if I'm looking to fully maximize my results and not fuck around, then I need to increase my weight, especially if I'm only doing 8 reps. Left side coming down is the exact same thing as the right side. I think with this angle, you can definitely see the chest being worked out a little bit too, as well as the bicep. Kept my body mostly in control on this side. This is great. This is a full extension, and when you come back, again, the elbow should be basically right about here. Let's play it. Boom. Oh, I was just a little bit up, my bad. So it would be right here. So when we come down, boom. And as you can see, I want to get into that. Boom. Yeah, see right here, this is literally the exact position I want you guys to focus at right here. You can see the biceps being worked, chest being worked. This is your maximum point right here. Screenshot it, whatever you need to do, but that's what we're working at. Dumbbell lunges. This is for my speed folks, not the drug, meaning the run. Want to increase speed when it comes to running? Obviously you can do squats, but this is a great way of working out your calves, especially from a speed burst standpoint. Using about 30 pounds with this. I will be the first to admit that I have weak legs, also probably have scrawny legs compared to most people. I'm working on it. It's been a work in progress. Never want your knee to touch the ground. Why? Because if it touches the ground, that ruins the workout. Why does it ruin the workout? Because you're supposed to have resistance on your calf. So when your knee is barely touching the ground, all of that blood flow is going to the calf. It's the resistance. You'll see in the next angle where the calf is being fully extended. See, my knee is not touching the ground. It almost is. What's the benefit of dropping the weights? I can just go faster. I can go faster. I can control my tempo more in a faster rate. This comes down to speed, just how fast and how controlled can you do something. Definitely think I'm stronger in the right leg than the left leg. Here you go. You can clearly see, I want you guys again, pay attention to the calves. I know my calves are small. Every time I go up and down, the calf muscle is being flexed. 3, 2, 1, boom, flex, boom, flex. And you might be like, I don't see a flex. Well, that's because my calf muscle isn't that big. It's crazy. I've been working calves for the longest time, and I can never grow them. It's like one of my weakest points of my body. So if you have small legs, weak legs, restless legs, I completely understand you. I actually get that from my mom. I wear compression socks a lot of time too. I also sleep with a compression blanket. So all that stuff helps, but that's again what I'm trying to talk about. Point of emphasis is the calf. And again, I drop the weights with this. The more you do, the faster you're going to be. The less you do, the less results you're going to get. And that applies to any of these exercises. When I'm doing the weight, it's meant to test the strength, and then when you're done and you drop, it's meant to test the speed at which you can, like how many can you do at once. Bent over rows dumbbell. Don't want to fling your elbows out too far. I could definitely increase the weight on this as well. I just wanted to get the motion down for you guys. This angle is perfect because I wanted to specifically focus on the angle of the back. Keeping a straight back for this exercise is super critical. If you don't, you're going to hurt your back. A lot of people actually wear a lifting belt to just assist with that. If you don't have that and you're struggling, you're like, I don't know what weight to use because some weights are just, they're not enough, and then other weights are too heavy. Well, you want to find a weight that is going to work for you. You can see that 20 pounds for me is like, for me 20 pounds is very light, but one, I haven't done this exercise in a little bit, so I don't want to completely like kill my back and injure myself. I want to get the motion down because I'm going to consistently do this. So you want to pick a weight that you know is heavy enough to give you a slight challenge, but easy enough so that way you can complete all the reps. And so you can tell with this, I'm focusing on my form even after that. See, look, making sure. And I think it's a great thing what I just did right here. Don't ever be afraid to do this. This is called muscle memory. When you have muscle memory like this, you're going to be locked in and you're going to have full confidence doing the exercise because you know that you're doing it right. The angle after this though will emphasize the back that I'm talking about. When you come up, right, you want to have that good squeeze. When it's up like that, this is the definition of the back that's being worked. So if you're using a really small weight, you'll still get that, but it won't be as significant. Like when you walk by other people that have big strong backs, that like their back comes out, it's because when they're doing this exercise, other than deadlifts, it's because they're using a strong weight. And most of the time, if you're doing this exercise and you want to do a heavy weight, but you know you can't do it for this, do single arm or isolated arm dumbbell rows, because you can then use your other arm as a support and you can use this arm with the heavy weight so that way you're moving it. I will definitely do that for you guys in another video, but I just wanted to explain that. Having good tempo, make sure both arms come up same time, same speed, same level. You want to pay attention to everything that's happening, alright? Literally every single thing that's happening. You want to pay attention to the distance that your feet are. You want to pay attention to the wingspan when you come out, you know? Making sure that when you come up right here and you're squeezing, are you squeezing out? Are you squeezing in? Are you remembering to squeeze? There's so many different things that you have to pay attention to. But again, this is why I'm going over it. Because all of these small things, some people just throw on their headphones, listen to music, and they think that, oh, because I'm lifting a heavy weight and I'm doing it multiple times, it's going to do something. That's not how it works. Moving on to dumbbell sumo squat. This is one of my favorite squats. I just have uncomfortable, weak legs. So if this looks awkward to you, I apologize, but this is my best version of a dumbbell squat currently. 45 pounds is what I'm rocking with. This gym doesn't have more, so this is definitely more for speed than anything. So again, if I want to increase the speed, because I can't really increase the size because only 45 pounds, that means I have to amp up the reps. So instead of doing 8, maybe I'll do 16, maybe I'll do 20. Doesn't really matter. The more that you're doing with weight, the faster you will become. Point with this, you want to keep your back straight when I'm doing. You want to keep your butt out as well. As you can tell, my ass kind of it kind of just bounces around a little bit. I definitely need to work on my squat game some more. Example of how far you should be going down for your squat. A lot of people don't go as far down as they possibly should be. And for me, I could definitely admit that I should go down more. Come back to it and trying not to make my legs feel super, super uncomfortable. Tricep rope extension over the head, actually. This is one of my favorite exercises to do when it comes to working back and triceps, because you're working both at the same time. Specifically, top of your back, inner shoulder, neck, your triceps. The other thing that you're working to, most people don't think about, is your forearms. So if you have those scrawny forearms, these are definitely some exercises that you can do. But as you can see here, I'm taking a break, right? I'm taking a little breather, setting up the camera angle to a different angle because now we're shooting on the left side. Then we go full extension. Boom, 1, 2. You know, I want to squeeze right here. Squeeze at this emphasis. You can see right there that the tricep muscle is being flexed. The back is coming out, and everything is literally working in full sync. I love this exercise, love this angle, I think it's great. Chin ups. This is honestly great form, good tempo as well. You can put your hands over here, you can put them in the middle, or you can do the angle that I had. It really doesn't matter, but what I would recommend is picking a tempo and sticking to it, because if you go slow with these, it can really make it hard to come up. But everyone does these completely differently. I've just been doing them for quite some time. I've actually just been doing pull-ups like my whole life, basically. So it's kind of, I've always been able to do between 15 and 20 pull-ups, no problem. Not really quite sure why, but that's just kind of it. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, when I come down, my back is fully extended, my arms are fully extended, and when I come up in the transition, boom, you can see that again, it's all locked. It's all locked, growing, blood flow, all these different terms that I use, they are all the same stuff, just so you guys know. Hanging leg raises, building abs. Hanging leg raises, I will go to the front and I'll also go to the sides. Why do I go to the sides? Because the sides work your sides. It's kind of obvious. It's basically like a Russian twist, if you will. I try to do either 3 on each side or 5 on each side. It really doesn't matter. I honestly try to do 10 for them all, and I absolutely destroy my freaking core, and it kills me. So if you're wondering what the hell I keep looking at, it's the TVs in the gym, and it's literally the only stuff that you can look at. Next thing we're going over is breathing technique. What is a breathing technique? Why am I talking about it, and why is it important? Controlled breathing plays a significant role in maintaining, building, and sustaining very good defined core. What does that mean? The ability to have abs. You need to do core, you need to do cardio, and you need to eat healthy. Definitely not just a one thing does this trick. Throughout all these exercises, doing heavy lift. I'm not holding my breath, breathing in super heavy and letting out super heavy. I'm just controlling my breathing. If I'm doing something fast, my goal so my arm is exerting a lot of force, but my breathing is literally a fraction of that. This exercise, when I'm going down, I'm actually breathing in, and when I come up, I'm breathing out. As far as breathing control goes, I definitely think it plays a significant role. It can also completely increase the time that you're in the gym. If you're someone that gets winded out super easily, it can make a 30-minute workout go from a 30-minute to an hour, or even an hour and a half. Really maximize. Just really think about the way that you're breathing. You have asthma, any type of breathing assist machine. These are things to really consider and think about, because you don't want to mess up your lungs or your heart. Can't control your breathing, you're using a heavy weight, and altogether weight extremely easy. If not, just your regular body weight. Control your breathing from there. If that still doesn't work, then maybe you just need to consult the doctor. At that point, it may lead to something much more serious. I want to talk about hydration and supplementation and the importance of it. I'm a true believer supplements play a key role getting you results that you want at a faster rate. Going to the store, buying the most generic stuff. Supplements are made for a reason. You should use supplements that are backed. Certified third-party companies, yeah. And so I've been working with different supplements the last 10 years. Stuff to work, stuff that doesn't. One that's been super consistent, dramatic results in lifting, more so cardio from a running aspect, breathing aspect, expanding how far I can go, how fast. BPN's G1M Sport, a endurance product specifically made. Lately, I've been using G1M Sport Plus. Difference is this has caffeine in it, pre-workout, and an endurance product at the same time. And I think it's great. This product literally makes you not feel tired. That's the best way I know how to explain that. Run marathons, ultra marathons, triathlon, anything to do with that. I'm telling you this for people that hate running, that can't match getting up and doing strenuous stuff, breaking sweat, getting uncomfortable. That's exactly what this product right here does and helps with and will get you through. Not an ambassador for this at all. I'm going to supply the Amazon link for this so that way you guys can get your hands on it. It's literally you use the link, you buy it in the same session. So you can't go on there at 12 o'clock and then 6 hours later buy it. It has to be done all in the same thing. But I highly recommend you do that and try it for yourself. As far as supplementation goes, use a pre-workout, because at the end of the day, most pre-workouts are dietary supplements. So it doesn't matter what necessarily your goal is. If you're taking a pre-workout, chances are you're going to maintain or get to maintain the ability to have a lean body. Most people that don't take supplements find that doesn't happen. That don't take supplements get to their goals and things that they want at a much slower rate compared to people that do take supplements. And that is a completely biased opinion, but that is also a opinion based off of 10 years of experience compared to when I do not have pre-workouts and I'm just taking an energy drink to fuel my workout, or I'm just literally eating stuff from the grocery store to fuel the workout and or recovery. A difference in taking it and not taking it, there's a difference in how you feel overall, the rate of the results that you get, the intensity. 20 grams of carbohydrates, it says 350 milligrams of sodium and 150 milligrams of caffeine. But some of the other supplements I used is steel supplements. Bucked Up, BPN, and Steel are my 3 go-to fitness supplements. So that's it. That completes this in-depth strength and conditioning training breakdown. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Prefer me to do this in the actual gym, I can. I don't have a camera person, so it's not gonna be like someone, it's just gonna be on the tripod basically. But if that's what you prefer, I will do it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.